Dust swirled, musty air filled my lungs. It was my first time in the attic. Grandma had just passed. We were clearing out her things. Boxes overflowed with memories. I reached for a dusty trunk. Inside, nestled in yellowed lace, was a doll. It was porcelain, with rosy cheeks and ruby lips, but its eyes, they seemed to follow me. I picked it up. The doll was cold, colder than it should have been. A shiver ran down my spine. I quickly put it back in the trunk. I told myself it was just my imagination. The attic was creepy enough on its own, but something about the doll's stare, it unsettled me. Days later, I couldn't shake the image of the doll. Its piercing blue eyes haunted me. I finally gave in. I retrieved the doll from the attic. I carefully dusted it off. I placed it on a shelf in my living room. It seemed harmless enough in the daylight. That night I woke with a start. A cold presence filled the room. My eyes fell upon the doll. Its eyes were open, wide open, staring at me. I must have been mistaken. The doll's eyes couldn't have been open. I convinced myself it was a trick of the light. Life continued, or at least I tried. But the doll's presence filled my every thought. I started hearing things, faint whispers in the dead of night. My name, called softly. I saw fleeting shadows at the edge of my vision. They always seemed to disappear when I turned around. One night, I woke to a crash. The doll was gone from its shelf. It lay on the floor, staring up at me. Its eyes seemed to gleam with an eerie light. Fear tightened its grip on me. I couldn't ignore it anymore. This doll, it was not what it seemed. I decided to get rid of the doll. I drove to the river, the doll a silent passenger. With a heavy heart, I flung it into the flowing water. The current carried it away. Relief washed over me. It was gone. Finally, I was free. Exhausted, I returned home. As I stepped inside, my blood ran cold. The doll sat on my living room floor. Its porcelain face was cracked. A sinister smile spread across its ruby lips, and in its cold, dead eyes, I saw pure, unadulterated evil. The doll was home, and it was not alone.